Tell you what, so we're getting a lot of action in the chat about like different tokens here. We wanted to bring up let's do this before we do that, because I'm seeing Marco talk about Icosa a lot, and I know a lot of people have been talking about Icosa and or Hedron, including us, over the last couple of weeks. I know I didn't mention it, but can you pull up Icosa on PulseChain for us to take a look real quick? Because it has been, we had an interesting comment on a video I saw earlier today where somebody, it just shows how, and I'm not criticizing the person, but how easily we can get short-sighted when it comes to crypto, because things go so fast, and before you know it, you're looking at like these really tight windows of price. But he was saying, how come Icosa is not like moving up with the rest of everything? And I was like, dude, don't you remember like a week and a half ago when it did like a 5x, before all of this happened? I mean, Icosa ran from like 3 cents, and I know because I luckily did buy right there, but it ran from 3 cents up to 15 cents pretty much all before the rest of this thing pumped. So
you want to look at it on PulseChain or on Ethereum?
PulseChain, if you could. I mean, we could do both, but PulseChain is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it just ran so hard already, that, it having a pullback right now and coming down to, I think it was about 12 cents the last I looked. Yeah, there you go.
You see it?
Yep. Yeah,
okay. I got it. So yeah, this is definitely a very nice U-shaped pattern here that's playing out. Obviously this level was resistance back here too. So,
yep.
That's why it's important as well. But yeah, it's having a little pullback, but I mean, come on, that's a pretty healthy chart.
Yeah.
With a couple of pullbacks mixed in between. Yeah, that's looking pretty good.
Yeah, you go back to...
Well, it's doing very similar pattern to the Hex chart. It's just a little bit different, but you see the bull flag here as well. Only because it's tied so very closely to Hex and the way it runs. Now, this is the Icosa Hex pair, so...
Well, that's Icosa to USD right now, but if you click on Hex up there, it'll change it to actually showing it. There you go. Now it's showing it against Hex. So if you zoom out on this...
Gotcha.
This is how you can see, I mean, this is still a good opportunity against Hex. Like, if you look at it in that ratio form rather than USD form, it's like, oh, shit, it just pumped a whole bunch. Should I buy right now? But if you look at it again, if you want to go back against Hex, I mean, it's kind of even to where it was. A little over a week ago. So it's still an opportunity there.
Yeah, you're getting 6.4. It looks like 6.4 hex per Icosa. So
yeah, it's definitely still an opportunity, man. I think even though it's run up, I understand people's hesitance to get in it, but this, like you said this to me the other day, I think all this is kind of just the beginning. And people FOMOing. I think people FOMOing right now, I understand it. I mean, yeah, ideally you would have been buying the whole way through the bear market, maybe even did. But for people FOMOing right now, it's still early enough where it's not like that'll kill you or anything like that. I mean, you're definitely still, it's sitting at 11 cents right now. And then Icosa on ETH is, where are we at here? About 6.5 cents. So yeah, they've both run up very, very well, and looking really good. So, Marco, I'm still buying. So
it's one of the tighter pairs too. When you look at both, like when you look at it on PulseChain and you look at it on Ethereum, it's one of the tighter pairs to parity anyway.
Yes.
So
yeah. Yep. Makes a lot of sense. I'm definitely still interested in it.